Hey guys, Quentin here. This is my fourth attempt on a video, and the first three attempts have been a totally different topic than what I'm going to do right now because the other one was just too long for me. Even for me, even I'm like the king of long videos. But I thought I would do something I haven't seen really on YouTube or anything. So I'm gonna talk about my friends, and Kyra has been wanting me to talk about her, so I guess I'm gonna have to do that a little bit. So here you go, Kyra. She constantly says that. But anyways, I just want to do like an appreciation thing for my friends. And if you're not included in this list, that doesn't mean that you're not my friend. It's maybe we just don't have very many memories together. Maybe we're not as close as I am with people on this list. There's 10 people on this list that I'm going to talk about. Alrighty. So number one, of course, is going to be Dwayne. Dwayne Brown. What can I say, man? You're my brother. You're not just my friend. You're definitely a little brother that drives me crazy, but I love you, man. I can honestly say that he made my last semester at SMC a lot better than the first one, like the first of his year. It just like he's really different for me, but also some similarities. Like he's just this cool dude, and he's a ladies' man. Dear God, he's a ladies' man. He says my head's constantly on a swivel. Ooh, she's cute. Ooh, she's cute, which is not exaggerating at all. He drives me nuts. He snores. We went to Comic-Con. He snored and kept me awake to the point where by Sunday when we were going home, I was so done with him because I was so tired. But we don't like. I don't know if we've ever sat down and had a heart to heart, but I know that we could if you want to. Like I try to do my best to kind of like not be, because he is a ladies' man. I try to give my opinion, and then but not force. I don't want to force. Like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain. I try not to force my opinion on him, but I give it anyways. Because ultimately I want him to be happy, and only he can choose who's going to make him happy. I can't tell him who's going to make him happy. So I'll give my opinion on a certain person or a certain topic, and he can do with it what he wants. And I think it really helps our relationship is the fact that we are able to do that and not really piss each other off, and know that we're coming from a place that like a caring place, and not from a controlling kind of place, because I know he would be able to do the same thing for me if I ever got into a relationship. But yeah, that's Dwayne for you. Little brother that I kind of already have one, but a little brother who's a little slightly closer in age to me than Caleb is. So yeah, number two, my number two friend on this list. Not that she's number two in rank, but number two that's just popped into my head as I was making this list is Diamond Young. We were just talking about Dwayne, who's like a little brother. Diamond is like my little sister. She literally refers to people when she talks about me. She refers to me as her brother. Like she apparently told someone she was talking to at the gym the other day where she works, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my brother Quentin," and she's just like, she is that crazy loud sister that I just cannot imagine life without her now. We don't talk much now that I'm not at SMC, which saddens me. We need to do that more. But I always know that when I see her, I'm going to get a big hug to the point where she's going to throttle me, which she pretty much did when I saw her on Saturday. Saturday? No, on Monday. She hugged me so tight I started choking. So, but I know she's going to talk my ear off, which I love. I sit there and I just kind of like listen to her, and then sometimes sorry Diamond, but I just zone out. And then, and she's always asking questions, and she's lucky that she's got like people like myself and Dwayne and Arrow in her life, where she can she can ask his questions to without kind of getting in trouble. Because sometimes how she asks them can sound offensive, where she doesn't mean it to be at all. But and you always know when a question's coming because she goes, she stops. She'll be talking, and then she goes, I got a question. And I was like, that's the only time we'll know that a trans-related question is coming, because she'll just ask the question. But she'll say, I got a question, and we'll all be like, yes, Diamond. So, but Diamond I love messing with that girl. I almost threw her in a snowbank one year, over this past winter, I guess, when I was an RA at SMC. We have video proof of it. I'm always picking on her. I'm always sticking hair or something in her ear, and she's always turning around and beating the crap out of me. But that's our relationship. It's very much a brother-sister relationship. I love you to death, Diamond. Please watch this video, even if you just watch the first 6 minutes, because that's about you. So, but yeah, I love Diamond to death. She livens up my life. She keeps it interesting. Number 3 on the list, not in rank, because I don't have a rank, but number 3 on the list is Keeks. Oh, Keeks. You and your many voices. And sometimes you talk so fast that words sound different than they are. For example, my name is Quentin. But between Keeks and Kelsey and Abby and Kyra and Sarah, if you say my name fast enough, apparently it sounds like kitten. So they call me Kitten. The whole room does. But Keeks is a younger sister of somebody I went to high school with, which makes me feel extremely old. And at first I was like, how am I going to be friends with someone I went to high school with? Someone's sister someone who I went to high school with her sister. Like, I don't know how to say that to make it make sense. But Keeks is like, I'm very protective of Keeks. And she's just a sweet little angel. Like, I just love Keeks. She's hilarious. She can be clumsy. That's quite, she makes a mean cake. Her and Kelsey make a mean cake, and I know your niece loved that cake, even though I hid the sprinkles, and I figured you might have saw them because they were in plain sight as soon as you opened that cupboard. And that cake was amazing, and it tasted great for the parts that I tried, because they were cutting it up. Even though they think I called it something that's not right. I did not call it anything rude. I loved that cake. Ask them to make you a cake, and ask them to make a cake with fondant on it, and put fondant on it, because they are just stellar at it. And she had the greatest ideas with like little lollipops and cotton candy and popcorn. Like, Keeks is creative. Keeks is got the voices. Keeks is just like a little angel that just brightens up the room, and I just adore her for that. Next person, it's Kelsey. She's like my spirit animal. I don't know. I don't want to say animal, but Kelsey has the greatest facial expressions, and she sometimes will just go like, I can't even imitate it, but like, huh? Like, I'm just picturing it in my mind when her and Kyra was in one room, Kelsey was in another room, and they were just going, huh, 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 back and forth to each other. And it's just like, I love you, Kelsey. I love you, Keeks. I love you, Diamond. I love you, Dwayne. I'm still going down this list, and I'm just going to keep telling everyone that I love you. But life would just not be the same without Kelsey in it. Let me just tell you. Kelsey and I have something else Kelsey and I have in common, or that we don't really drink. We don't party. We're not party people. Which is nice to finally meet someone else who doesn't care for that. So, it was really kind of nice to have someone else to be like, oh no, I don't want to go off and do that with y'all. Y'all go ahead and do it, So, it was really nice to have that too. Number 5 on the list. Again, I'm just going to keep saying this. Abby Anchor, let me tell you, I get about 25,000 Snapchats a day from Abby, either of her dog, dogs, or she's done something ridiculous. For example, driving down the road trying to kill a spider. Thing is, she swept the spider up and then got back in her car and drove along and did not get the spider swept up. So they freaked out again. Um, Abby also doesn't get sarcasm, which is really tough because that's all I am is sarcastic. So, but she's a her laugh too is contagious. It's the most unique laugh I think I've ever heard, but it's contagious. Let me just tell you, because you hear that laugh and you just can't help but laugh back. So, next, Kyra. Oh, Kyra. What can I say about you? You are the artistic genius. I wish I had some artistic bone in my body, but I don't. Like, not even a little bit. She painted my cap from my cap and gown for graduation, and it was fantastic. It was beautiful, and I appreciate it more than she could probably know. Oops, sorry, moving the camera down because I keep rocking back and forth, so I get smaller and come out of frame. Kyra and I aren't super close, but it's always an interesting conversation when we do get to talking. So I look forward to those interesting conversations every time we do get a chance to hang out. So even if it's a large group, it's fun. Next, Jessica Crumpler. And let me just say, Jessica is a friend from high school who I haven't really kept in touch with. But when I was getting ready to come home from school for fall break this weekend, I got in touch with her and another friend, who's the next one I'm going to talk about. Another friend from high school, because I just kind of, don't get me wrong, I love my friends that I just listed who are younger than I am, and they from SMC, and I would never trade them for the world. But it's nice to be able to talk to some people who are closer to you in age, and can remember things. Like when you talk about stuff that you've experienced in high school, they are like, oh yeah, you know. So when you kind of reminisce, they can reminisce with you, because a lot of my memories are with them from high school. So I reconnected with them, and although Kendra got sick and couldn't come to lunch with us, Jessica and I still went to lunch, and we really reconnected, and I'm really glad that I took that chance, because Jessica has always been a light in my life and in my family's life, and I never intentionally kind of like drew away, but I kind of pushed away all my friends from high school. So I'm really glad that I got back in touch with Jessica, so that we can pick up and continue our friendship and get close again and make more memories together. So, but she's crazy. I love her. Next is Kendra. Kendra, like I said, got sick, so we didn't get to catch up, but I'm really looking forward to catching up with you, Kendra. So if you watch this video, I don't know if you'll watch it. It's 13 minutes in, and that's when you're getting your airtime, I guess. But it's gonna be nice to see how you've grown, and see if you can pick up on that. Besides the whole transition thing, if you can pick up on if I've grown at all, because the best way to judge your own growth is by having someone you knew in the past kind of tell you the changes, kind of, you know. So I really look forward to that, Kendra. So let's do that the next time I come back. Hopefully you're not sick, okay? I got two more left, and Eli is the next one. Eli is my roommate here at Ball State. He is a youngin, like a super youngin, like just turned 18 youngin. But he definitely makes living on this floor, living at campus, a little bit easier. I don't go and hang out, like I don't go out with Eli and his friends, and because I'm an old man, like. But and I do this every time I go somewhere new. I take an adjustment time, a period of adjustment, which is at SMC was a year. So hopefully it's not a year here as well. But Eli and I have some good interactions when we're both in the room. Most of the time, it's throwing things at each other and threatening to kick each other's ass. But that's just it. And in the short time I've known you, Eli, you made an impression on me, and a lasting one. And I know that in your own personal life, there are some struggles, and I always want you to know that you can talk to me about it. I don't always give the greatest advice, and I don't want to even say always. I very rarely give good advice, but I'm a good listener, and I will do my best to support you and help you in any way. And I'm really looking forward to helping you get to Chicago so that you can do your get your appointment for start your hormones and see and then go along with you on your journey as you transition as well, because that'll be exciting for you, and it's exciting for me just to see it happen too. So I like seeing people grow as human beings and finally feel comfortable or start to feel comfortable in their skin. So I'm really looking forward to that for you, buddy. Last but not least is Deani, and Deani is, I don't know if they're official yet or what their situation is, but Deani is, you are a treat, a delight. I love you to death, and you say things that I don't really follow, and you're always dancing in the room, and but I really enjoy when you two also threaten Eli's life, because it's quite fun to have someone on my side. But then when you turn the tables and you're coming at me, I get a little bit terrified, and it hurts my heart a little bit. But I always know, like, that you could get mad at me or something, and then the next day you'll be okay, which I hope is how it continues, because I'm not a serious human being, but I'm not someone that will also kind of pull my punches. So I don't punch, like, my words, not physical. I don't hit people, but except for Eli and Dwayne. But I will never hit a woman ever. But I did hit her on accident once. It was a reflex, and I felt so bad afterwards. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. Now I'm thinking about it. Jeez, I don't. Siani, you just keep me. You keep things here interesting. And I can always rely on you for a good conversation of some sort. It doesn't even matter if it's a serious one or not. Like, you opened up to me one day, and I really appreciate it, and I will always hold that near and dear to my heart, and I will always have your back to the best of my ability, because I'm a big chicken. So yeah. But yeah, that's the 10 people on my list about my friends. I could do one about my family too, but that will just be hours and hours and hours and hours long. It's probably something I should have a conversation with my therapist over, if I had a therapist. Because a lot of it, my family experiences are positive, a lot of them, but there are some negative things in my family too. So, but yeah, I just wanted to do an about my friends video. I don't know if they'll think it's charming or if they'll love it or not, because I went right into this without any like preparation, and I didn't prepare like specific memories. So sorry guys, but I just wanted to let you know that you've made my life really special, and have helped me over the past year to kind of feel more comfortable with being who I am, and accepting me for who I am. And I really appreciate it, and I love y'all. So yeah. Good night, y'all.